sorry. Kind of rude you two with your mouth open. I'm James Williams Jesus, company topic number 2. You call me eating my cheese pizza roll. So, I also need to let everybody know, because I am an independent filmmaker, I am a writer, I am a director, I am a star of my own shit. And granted, it's not flying well here on YouTube at company topic number 2. But we have to understand when making a movie, it takes a team. It takes a good team. It takes a great team of actors. It takes a great team of writers and directors. It also takes co-directors and cameramen and a whole bunch of other clusterfuck stuff that you got to understand. So in making these X-Men movies that I discussed, I need to have the best at my side, at my back, and at my front to understand what's going on. The actors, they got the easy job. Making the special effects, making the action fight scenes, that's the hard shit. Keeping everybody safe is job number 1. You don't want to make a stunt too difficult. You don't want to make an effect so difficult that you can't accomplish it, as in my Guardians of the Earth, which is on here. Be sure to check it out. A lot goes into making movies. A whole lot. It takes months on end, because you can personally film a movie if you want to make an independent film. Depending on your crew and their ability to show up and their willingness to show up, you can make a movie in 4 weekends, a whole month. But it depends on what kind of movie. If you make an independent movie, you have to work. So if you put every weekend that you have into it, like if you start on Friday evening or Saturday and Sunday, if you work every Saturday and Sunday for a month, you can finish this movie. And most of my stuff I can finish in a month because I don't have a lot to work with, and I don't have a lot of expensive equipment that I have to log around and worry about. But my whole problem is getting people to actually show up and film. Now, let's get back on the subject at hand, which is the X-Men. You gotta make a movie. So a movie is like pulling this cheese thingy apart here. You can go low and make something substantial that people are gonna love. You can go extravagant and make things that everybody's gonna love. Extravagant takes time. You don't want to rush it. You want to make sure everything is done right. You have to make sure that your plan falls into order. Now, as a director of my own stuff, I know what I'm looking for. When you're working for someone else, you want to make sure you do it right. So I'm going to make sure you know that when you're on the backside of the camera, the audience doesn't see what happens behind the scenes. The audience doesn't see what happens when the actor forgets his line or anything else. Unless it's in the blooper reels, which hopefully everything will be in the blooper reels. Forgive me for being rude about eating and talking on the video. But this is my lunch. So, I would also like to add, if I'm going to make the movie, how am I going to improve it? I'm going to try and improve it by telling a great story. I'm going to try to enhance the story to the best of my ability, but I want people who actually know what's been going on in the comic world, So if you're a fan of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you know that the code that Coulson uses for the jet was Coulson something 616. Or whenever his call handle, he'd always use 616. So that would be the universe that we're in. I would also like to put that out there, since we are the 616th planet Earth in that dimension, you'd have to be fully aware of what's going on. Alternate timelines and stuff like that. And you could always bring in X-Men from alternate timelines. But the problem with that is, you get a big old clusterfuck of confusion. Because I just read Death of X, and I haven't gotten to X-Men versus New Mutants yet. But I will tell you this. I didn't know there was a young Cyclops. I didn't know there was a young Angel. and I think there might be a young Iceman, but there's no young Jean Grey. And I don't know what dimensions they are. See, this is why I stopped reading them, because it started getting me confused and twisted. Ever since 2008, things in the Marvel Universe kind of like kicked my ass. So I kind of kicked back by stopped reading stuff after 2008. After the Onslaught thing, I thought that they would swing back to the way it was going at first, and then they didn't. So, to make a long story short, if you're going to make the movie and you want to improve the X-Men, start from ground zero. Start from 1. If you want to go really far back, then you can just make the very first movie X-Men 0 and make it all about Xavier and Magneto. Because before he formed the X-Men, if you ever read any X-Men classic comics, they had adventures where him and Magneto and even Mara McTaggart went on adventures, which is how Xavier learned about the Savage Lands and things like that. It's how Magneto learned about the Savage Lands, because before they were enemies, they were best of friends. More like brothers, not biologically, but they were the best of friends, and they would discover shit on the way of trying to define New Mutants, because one of the worst enemies the X-Men had, that Magneto and Xavier both had to deal with this guy, was Shadow King. The Shadow King has been known to possess bodies and tear stuff up. And he, in a saga back in the late 90s or the early 90s, he possessed a lot of X-Men and started fucking them up. He possessed Rogue first, and then it was like a plague. He just started possessing everybody. And then eventually, he got back from Muir Island and decided that he was going to fight Xavier and them one more time. And Xavier fought him on the astral plane, where he locked him away in an astral form somewhere forever. And if you watch the 90s cartoon, Missionary, Storm's godson, outran him. A guy who doesn't exist in the comic books, but there you go. Because Morph didn't exist in the comic books either, but he clearly got a TV spot. So, but there was a Mimic. So maybe Morph was supposed to be Mimic, and maybe it was the deal that the X-Men cartoon had made with Fox or whatever. But anyway, you know, Xavier has like at least 3 illegitimate children that I'm aware of. I won't swear to that, but I know that Legion has either a brother or a sister out there, and the TV show is doing the same thing. So therefore, I know that Xavier has at least 3 illegitimate children. I know one is Japanese, and the X-Men that went to G4 touched on that, but that was a long time ago. And then Legion has always been his first illegitimate child that anyone ever known. He was a more powerful mutant than damn near the Phoenix. So every one of his personalities had a power, each one more stronger than the next. So, you know, if you do your research, you'll understand that Legion was one bad motherfucker. I forgot how they killed Legion, but they do kill him. It's the X-Men that actually do kill him, because he's tried to kill Xavier like every chance that he's gotten. He's been after his daddy for I guess, daddy issues like a motherfucker. But anyway, I'm going to close out with that, because I'm going to have to go get my niece off the bus in a little bit, and I need some downtime. So I'm James Williams. You can just come for having number 2. I'm going to eat the rest of my cheese pizza rolls and drink my tea, and I'm going to call it a day. You guys have a good day. Hope you guys are checking my stuff out. I'm James Williams. You just come for having number 2. Cheese ball to you. Mmm.